Deixa eu só... Pronto. Faltou. Dá uma paradinha. Então. Pronto. Deixa eu só botar o chat aqui pra eu ver. Não vejo nada. Pronto. Vou botar aqui. Daqui. Cara, é muita coisa pra mexer. Ai, ai, caraca. Uhum. Ok. Pra começar o Metal Gear 3 aí. Enquanto a gente fica esperando o remake. A gente fica esperando o remakezão aí. Blood. Acho que eu não preciso mexer em mais nada. O jogo velho é assim, né? O jogo velho você comprava e ia. Só clicava aqui, New Game. Ah, vamos vamos de europeu extremo. Vamos de hard. Vamos de hard. Eu vi que o Collection é muito bugado. Que a Konami não fez um bom trampo pra isso aqui.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Konami.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Bravo, tem gente. Jeito pelo Hideo Kojima. Calma aí. Eu acho que o jogo ficou muito estourado.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Nikolai.
He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still
Hey,
full
hey,
holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece. The whole ordeal had left him exhausted.
Valeu aí,
Checked him
prosseguir,
into
Jokabox.
Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He
Ai,
was in no
caraca,
condition
dá
to
um
say anything
susto
coherent.
aqui.
And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th,
Tô vendo que tirar essa
1962,
mensagem dos triângulos.
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying
Puxa,
intermediate-range
Sokolov.
ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade
caraca.
to prevent further
Já
missile
começa
shipments
assim,
reaching
mano.
Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport
Já
ships
tudo que eu
carrying
tava aqui
missiles
quietinho,
continued on
mano.
course
Tava só
towards Cuba.
assistindo aqui do lado
US
do
and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets
Foda que o
to pull the
Collection não me deixa
missiles
dar
out,
alt tab,
we
velho.
had to make
Calma
a
aí.
deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its
Deixa eu ver se eu consigo fazer pro
IRBMs from
celular.
Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy
foi?
gave in to Khrushchev's demand.
Não sei se foi.
The next day, I got Sokolov
Ah, foi.
out of the
Apareceu uma
hospital,
mensagem aqui.
handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
Gay.
Then a month ago,
Pau do
we
cu do
received some new
Autobots.
information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He
O
was
Automod
taken
enche o
back to the
saco
research
demais, olha.
facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been
Passando
conducting
shit.
frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do
Eu
with the
sei, é uma
weapons.
bicha mesmo.
We're talking
É.
about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
O cara vai jogar.
The Virgin Cliffs.
Rapaz, esse um dia vai ser o dia do
Nice
remake,
name
né?
for a virtual
Quando o remake tiver a data, você
They
joga.
moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a
Fala
field
de jogo de
test of the
20
weapon,
anos.
but it's
Isso aí,
our
ué.
best chance to get him
Cara,
back.
cara quer
This
evitar
mission
um
would
jogo de
never have
20
been
anos.
possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Na verdade, já tinha que ter jogado essa porra já faz um tempo. O cara não joga as pérolas que estavam no PS2, velho.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar
Tá
with the
baixo não,
theory.
né? Acho que é por causa do
Take it
zoom.
easy. It's been combat proven.
Ah, pronto.
Do you think
Acho que esse jogo tá muito... Ah, tá. É porque esse jogo tá muito alto, velho. Agora que eu vi aqui na caixinha.
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more
Tava
than
mais alto que os outros jogos.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything
Eita.
goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the
O jogo ficou muito vasto. Ai, caraca. Calma aí. Resolver esse problema aí. Vamos resolver. Deixa eu ver. 38. 38 tá bom? Porque o microfone tá bem perto da minha boca. O homem.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring
Naked
to you as
Snake.
Snake
O
from now
cobra
on.
pelada.
You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Pegar a mochilinha. Já zerou a 50 vezes. Tá. Pô, mano, Metal Gear 3, pô, jogão, velho. O que eu menos joguei foi o... Tá. O que eu menos joguei foi o 2. O 3 eu joguei meio pouco também. E o 4 não dá pra se dizer muito. Joguei tão poucas vezes no PS3. É, o foda da versão do 4 que tá no PS3 é a bagunça que o pessoal fala. Os devs lá do... É, então fala que o código lá do PS3 é meio zoado até pra fazer alguns jogos de volta. O jeito é emular.
For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Sim. O forte do PS3 era um cocô. O boss. E apertei o diálogozinho.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
O básico da CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Tá. Deixa eu ver como é que é. Os caras ainda mantiveram os comandos duros. Acho que dá pra passar ainda aqui. Tá. Ah, os caras mantiveram ainda, mano. Os comandos de pedreiro. É, então. Aí agora virou questão de costume. Depois que eu jogo o Metal Gear 5, uou! Virou outro jogo. É que se torna realmente outro jogo, velho. A movimentação fica bem melhor. Não, só chão. Caraca, mano, o remaster, puta que pariu, velho. Agora eu entendo porque o pessoal xingou tanto. mostrou. Eu esqueci de tirar o silenciador. Ué. Pronto. Sim, mano, eu não posso ficar gastando silenciador, velho. Isso é verdade. Fazendo merda já.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Granadas.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer.
O negócio é usar o
The uniform
ternozinho.
option lets you pick your
O
uniform,
smoke.
while the face
Melhor
option lets you
camuflagem.
change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot,
Bora ver,
you'll
né?
be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
Mas eu consigo fazer isso aqui no stealth.
The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Tá, aqui é o rádio. Camuflagem, uniformes. Mano, é foda o que o 5 não faz com uma pessoa, né, velho? Eu quero pegar o Pateta tranquilo, velho. Life. Mira! Ah, caralho! Dorme, cão! Merda! Sai, cara! Não matiu, não matiu. Vou voltar pro matagal. Ai, velho! Perceberam? Ih, caralho! Ai, caraca. Tô jogando que nem um pateta aqui. É, então eu percebi. Ai, cu. Ai, merda. Droga. Queria dar retry. Tô correndo. Falou. Só o toque do R2 e recarrega instantaneamente. Ah, só. R2. Tem que lembrar onde é o meu R2. Mano, calma aí. Calma. Ah. Ah, só. Infelizmente houve uns problema. Ai, puta que pariu, mano. Olha a merda que eu fui inventar. Caraca, olha a merda. Ah, sim. Ainda tem gente me procurando, velho. Ah, qual é? Mano, é... Ai, cara. Ah, velho, qual é? Caraca. Eu esqueço, mano, que não é o gol... O Peace Walker e o... Caraca. Mano, você tá porrada em todo mundo. Calma aí. Agora eu tô tomando tiro de verdade. Agora tá doendo. Você quer ser neles. Agora é porrada. Acho que tô tomando tiro, velho. É, esse aqui morreu já. Ah, tá. Ai, caralho. Agora eu zoei. Sim, cara. Você tá sendo atacado por um cara de faquinha. Tá. Deve ter um vivo. Ah, porra. Caralho, eu vou acabar morrendo nessa brincadeira, velho. Calma aí, mano, WhatsApp! Pera, não morreu? Oh, eu... Ah, agora eu vou morrer. É. Caraca! Como é que pegava mesmo o cara por trás, velho? Snake is dead. Segurar o bolo. Ah, só. Tem que chegar mais de manso. Que jogos modernos não faz, né, mano? Boa. Obrigado por me lembrar. Ah, como é que era mesmo? Era... Eu não lembro se tem ainda dessa aqui, tipo, no PSP dava pra fazer isso. Dar uma bitoca no cara. Bitoca não. Uma biquinha no cara aí e ele. Apertando em alguma direção. Sim, pelo menos isso aí eu lembro. O problema é botar o cara no chão. Vai. Tô dando uma encoxada aqui, calma aí. Depois eu vou pegar as mangas. Oh shit. Dá pra eu subir aqui nas vinhas. desci essa porra. É isso, não lembro como descer. Ah tá, é X. É X. Ai, caralho. Calma aí. Tirar o cara da visão ali. É, já tá bom. Tá bom já. É, então eu queria fazer isso, tá ligado? Apertar mais rápido, mas eu não lembrava. Ih. Vai. Vamos ver que o cara tá cheirando my balls aqui. Deixa eu entrar no mato. Ih! Ah, caralho. LOL. Ah! Consegui. Era pra eu ter fugido, mano. Eu fiquei num abestado. Agora o tiro come solto aqui. Nossa, fodeu de vez. LOL. Tchau. Ai. Eu apertei X, velho. Caraca, eu apertei X. Merda. Ah. Calma aí, eu vou usar a ponte, mano. Caralho, irmão, tu não vai dormir, não? É. É isso. Não, não tô aqui não, não tô aqui não, tô aqui não, tô aqui não. Ai, tem que correr agora. Ai. Agora vai dar bom, mano. Ah, sério? Caraca! Encostei na árvore, velho. Ih, ferrou. Caraca. Deu bom. Começou a cutscene. Os inimigos sumiram.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Is that all?
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Deixa eu ver. Eu acho que é o que tem de melhor opção. É o... É o jaquetão. É o jaquetão solto. Caralho, mano, não fode. O cara olhou pra trás. Ah, velho. Ah, velho. Pô, eu tava subindo as escadas. Eu... Esquece que tem que interagir, velho. Calma aí. Cadê? Tem uma solução melhor. É melhor. É. Caraca! Do nada desliguei o cérebro. Não, sim, select eu sei que é pra atender, mas, pô, mano, no meio da trocação aqui não tem como não. Ai. No meio da trocação, como vou atender o telefone? Segunda chance. Camuflagem. Tinha um que ajudava nisso aqui. O mesmo Square. É, sim. Tô sempre querendo mudar. Caraca, um... Valeu por seguir K1TO. K1TO? É, K1TO. Valeu por seguir. Valeu por seguir aí, cara. Estou a tomar tiros de graça aqui. Caraca, mano. Não era pra isso ter acontecido, velho. Deve ter visto por um outro cara. Ah, mano. O telefone não vai rolar, não. Complex. Caraca, mano. Não tô conseguindo jogar isso aqui, velho. Tô passando mal aqui, vergonhas. Passando vergonha já. Snake! Ah, sério?
The enemy is close by. Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Control here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position. Begin the alert status.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Olha que bonitinho, eles vão em fila. Vão tudo enfileirado. Dá pra aumentar ainda mais a camuflagem. 75, 90. Bom, mas eles não ficam enchendo tanto o saco assim. Caraca, mano, vou embora! Manda essa tropa aí! Ah, não.
Is somebody there?
Who's that?
Caralho! Do nada o jogo ficou slow, velho. Que é isso? Ah, então. Caraca, velho. Eu achando que o Collection iria melhorar. Pra ser sincero, é mais fácil eu ter ido pro emulador. Isso porque eu tô jogando no Raid. No Raid já tô ruim. Mas isso a gente vai jogando no Europa.
Who was that?
Oh! A cobra! Calma aí. Pronto. Snake. Ah, sim. Falei que eu tava na pressa. Chegar. Ai. A shotgun, pelo menos pra dar uma ajuda.
hear something.
Será que eu vou conseguir? É. Eu segurei o analógico sem querer, velho. Bullets! Hã? Caraca, mano. Ah. Não vai ter jeito. Não vai ter jeito. Vai ser 12. Vai ser 12, não vai ter jeito. Ah, qual é? Valeu aí pelo follow, Psyche. Psyche 71. Valeu aí, maninho. Espero que vocês estejam gostando dessas atrapalhadas aqui. Ah. Velho. Não. Mira, Snake! Tira da peninha! O outro voando! Caraca! O cara tava dormindo, do nada voou. Basicamente. Ah não, velho. Sério? Eu vou acabar com todo o exército soviético nessa brincadeira aqui. Eu já vou mirando já. Eles vão aparecer aqui, tenho certeza. Eles vão vir aqui, aí vão encher o saco, vai ficar nesse loop. Tenho certeza. Olha lá. Olha o passinho. Olha, é stealth. Enquanto o inimigo... Não, 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 não! Caraca, velho. Poderia ter... O próximo. É, se não tiver, é stealth, pô. Ah. Joga bola com o cara. Pô, mano. Ah, caraca, velho. Ai, é quadrado pra tirar. Nossa. Isso aqui vai dar game over, velho. Caraca, tem muita gente, velho. Meu Deus. Sobe, Snake, sobe, Snake. Bruh. Um cara viu um botijão. Um barril. Mano, pior stealth, velho, que eu tô fazendo, velho. Basicamente não tem stealth nenhum aqui. Ah, se der game over, já dá retry logo. Gastei muita bala, gastei muito recurso, velho. Caraca, velho, gastei muito recurso no brigadeiro. Mano, que eu sou muito bom em ser ruim. Eu sou muito bom nisso, em ser ruim. Por isso que eu durei. Ah. Tem bala. No bullets. A cobra. Ah, já tenho que pegar 12. Já vou ter que trocar já de camuflagem também. Quadrados.
I hear something. Who's that? What the? Radio, get us some backup.
Porra. Acaba. Mano, de onde tá veio, velho? Nice. Beleza. Valeu aí pela companhia. Até.
What's wrong? HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Damn it.
Caraca, velho. Ah, vou esperar aqui. Vou esperar. Ficar no aguardo aqui do UOL sumir. Os caras tão me caçando, velho. E eu aqui atrás de um barril. É, ó. Caraca. Acho que eles estão vindo. Ou não? Eu vou esperar aqui o tempo acabar, porque aí eles voltam tudo pra posição. Quando eles voltarem pra posição, aí é só pegar.
Who's that? What's going on?
Ah, qual é? Caraca, velho. Ah. Nossa. Pô, velho. Aí é difícil. Nossa, cara. Passando sufoco aqui já. Passando sufoco na primeira parte aqui. Sério? Caraca, velho. Take that. Ah, vou usar logo. Só que arredor retry. Tipo, eu posso usar o Freak Dead por uma outra razão, mas isso aqui eu vou dar retry. Cheio.
Who was that? Who's that?
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Porra. Pô, eles pegam um local muito fácil, velho.
Sending reinforcements.
Snake is. Ah, sério que o cara vai ficar aqui? Time Paradox. Não lembro quantos minutos era pra levantar do da morte falsa. Talvez era pra ter esperado mais um pouco.
Who was that? Who's that? What the?
Porra. Caraca, mano. Tá hard, hein?
This is HQ.
Caraca, mano, de onde veio, velho? De onde veio esses inimigos? Caraca, mano, esse inimigo chato, hein? Mano.
What's wrong? HQ, please respond.
This is HQ. What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
O outro cabo deve ter dormido já. É, dormiu.
Who's that? What's wrong?
Sério? Rápido. Esse raptão.
What's that noise? Nothing here. Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
What's wrong?
Estou mocado em um lugarzinho, velho. Aí fica difícil pra eles viver. Aí. Acho que agora passa. Escondido aqui.
Just my imagination.
What the? There's nothing here.
Ai, é. Ai, falta só poucos segundos, cara, pra acabar logo isso aqui.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem.
Understood. Resume your patrol.
Camuflagem. Pegar o corpo aqui do cara. Vai ficar atrapalhando.
Who's that? What happened?
Caraca, eu tava percebendo, né, que tinha alguém. Ai. Difícil, hein? Isso aqui tá difícil.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
What's wrong?
Deixa eu ver.
I see him. I see him. Over there?
Pegar a mansão, né? Fazer o quê?
Is that him? Huh? I heard footsteps. What's wrong? Who's that? Radio?
Ah. É o jeito. É, realmente é o jeito. Mano. Complexo, velho.
Right there?
Isso é tudo pra chegar nessa porta, velho. Caraca, demorei 2 horas, velho. Caraca! Duas horas brigando ali.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you
Só
one of
falou.
Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the Gru. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here
Secret
and use
weapon.
it as leverage in his bid for power.
Arma secreta. Arma que supera Metal Gear.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come, I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Não tem amor para esse lugar.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Sokolov. Ai, ai. Oh, velho.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Revolver Ocelot.
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
Shalazaka.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Ocelot.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Etna. A boinazinha.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
You're not the boss, are you?
The boss.
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're
I
not
guess
the boss,
The boss.
then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Foda que ele tá muito vulnerável. Tô pior que eu. Grande sonífero. Posse.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Oxi, meu jogo travou. Ah, tá. Meu conta desligou. Caraca. Susto. Mouse trap. Dolinovodino. Caraca. Ó, o Sokolov aí. Todo tremidinho.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes.
Spetsnaz.
The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
A Metal Gear.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod.
The
Dreaded
Behemoth.
A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
A Metal
Is
Gear.
that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Got it. Got it, let's go. Oh, the boss. The boss. Carregando duas caixonas.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets.
Esse cara é nojento, velho. Esse cara é nojento, nojento, nojento.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
All day.
Welcome back,
Oh, véi.
boss.
Bom.
Now that all five of
Vai
us are
abrindo os olhos.
together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my
Coronel
country
Vogan.
and to my unit.
Vogan.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Cobras.
He has not
Qualquer
yet
um
found an
honrado.
emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Essa doeu.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come
Jack.
with us.
A bandana.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away.
Drift away.
My place is with them now.
É? É? E aí começa, né? Começa onde eu passo mais tempo também.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Bora lá no rio. Rio. Ah, isso. Eu tô vendo poison. Brook bone. Pronto. Bora só na faixa.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Chamar no Snake. Chamar no Snake, está tudo quebrado. Chegou. Nossa, eu acho olhando pra pistolinha.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Caraca.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Cara, tá nem aí, mano. Se for americano, os cara vai explodir. Muito claro, muito claro, muito claro. Caraca. Botaram pra explodir mesmo. Beleza, salvar? Sim. Konami Presets. A grande abertura.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Detalhe de Metal Solida 3.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you.
A cobra.
Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Bom demais, mano. Bom demais.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts.
No gusts.
All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism.
Show your
Failed,
patriotism.
you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its neck.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
O charuto cubano.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss.
Is the Boss.
She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks.
Adam and Eva.
We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
The win! The win! The win! Lá vamos nós de novo. Agora com bandana.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
Hold on.
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
Dick,
I
Harry,
get
Tom.
it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan. But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the virtuous mission,
145.73.
145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Operação Snake Eater. Okay.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Dá um save aqui, que eu vou dar uma encerrada na live. Eu tenho
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
que resolver uns negócios. São coisas bobas, mas numa próxima live a gente continua. A gente vai seguir em frente com o Metal Gear depois. Obrigado pela companhia de todos que estiveram presentes nessa live. E tenha uma boa noite e até uma próxima.